Welcome back to the channel, family, where we learn about health and remedies. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and leave a comment about what you would like to see next. Today we're ending the store-bought bottled salad dressing madness. That gloopy, sugary, chemical-filled stuff, it's a crime against your salad. Making your own dressing is about flavor and respect for your ingredients, your body, and your taste buds. It's faster than a trip to the shop and transforms your meals instantly. Forget bottles packed with unpronounceable junk. We're using fresh, honest ingredients. You control the salt, sugar, and flavor. You're the boss, not some factory. A classic vinaigrette, a creamy Greek yogurt ranch, and a perfectly balanced honey mustard. Get your whisks ready. Your salads are about to get a serious upgrade. First up, let's talk about the classic vinaigrette, the absolute foundation of all great dressings. If you master this, you'll never have to reach for a store-bought bottle again. This is the kind of recipe that's simple, but demands a little attention to detail. It's the difference between a salad that's just okay and one that's truly memorable. The golden rule here is 3 parts good olive oil to 1 part vinegar. This ratio is the backbone of a balanced vinaigrette. It's not just a suggestion, it's the secret to getting that perfect harmony of richness and tang. If you go too heavy on the vinegar, your dressing will be harsh and overpowering. Too much oil and it'll taste flat and greasy. So remember, 3 to 1 every time. When it comes to ingredients, quality matters. Use a really good extra virgin olive oil, something fruity and robust, not bland or bitter. And for the vinegar, pick one with real character. Red wine vinegar is the classic choice, but you can experiment with sherry, white wine, or even apple cider vinegar for different flavor profiles. The better your ingredients, the better your vinaigrette. Next, add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This isn't just for flavor, it's your emulsifier. Dijon helps the oil and vinegar come together into a smooth, creamy dressing instead of separating. It's a little trick that makes a big difference, and it adds a subtle kick that elevates the whole thing. In a clean bowl, whisk together the Dijon mustard, a generous pinch of salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and your chosen vinegar. This is where you start building layers of flavor. Don't rush this step. Make sure everything is well combined before you move on. Now comes the magic. Slowly, and I mean slowly, drizzle in your olive oil while whisking constantly. This gradual process is what creates that creamy, unified texture. If you dump the oil in all at once, you'll end up with a broken, oily mess. Take your time and watch as the dressing transforms before your eyes, thickening, turning glossy, and coming together beautifully. Once it's emulsified, taste your vinaigrette. This is your chance to make it perfect. Adjust the salt and pepper, and if it's a little too sharp, add a pinch of sugar or a drop of honey to round out the acidity. Remember, you're the chef. Trust your palate and make it sing. This vinaigrette is incredibly versatile. Drizzle it over crisp green salads, toss it with roasted vegetables, or use it as a quick marinade for chicken or fish. It's a staple that brings brightness and depth to almost anything you put it on. Want to make it your own? Stir in some finely chopped shallots, a clove of minced garlic, or a handful of fresh herbs like parsley, tarragon, or chives at the end. These little additions can completely change the character of your vinaigrette, making it uniquely yours every time. Store your finished vinaigrette in a clean glass jar in the fridge. It'll keep for up to a week, ready to go whenever you need it. Just remember to give it a good shake before each use, since natural separation is normal. And don't forget, clean as you go. Wipe down your counters, wash your utensils, and take pride in your workspace. A tidy kitchen makes cooking more enjoyable and keeps you organized for the next step. Let's recap. 3 to 1 oil to vinegar. Dijon for that perfect emulsification. Season and taste as you go, and don't be afraid to customize with fresh herbs or aromatics. You've just unlocked a skill for life. No more excuses, no more bottled rubbish with mystery ingredients. You now have the power to make something fresh, vibrant, and tailored exactly to your taste every single time. This is real food made by you in just a few minutes. It's a small act that makes a big difference in your meals and your confidence in the kitchen. Now let's move on to a creamy classic, done the right way. If you thought vinaigrette was easy, just wait until you see how simple and delicious a homemade creamy dressing can be. The freshness and quality of your homemade dressing will make your salad sing. Every bite will be brighter, more flavorful, and more satisfying than anything you could buy in a bottle. This is how food is supposed to taste. Clean, vibrant, and absolutely delicious. You'll notice the difference immediately, and so will anyone you share it with. Ready for the next one? Let's go! Your journey to mastering dressings has just begun. Ranch dressing, usually a bottled disaster. If you've ever flipped over a store-bought bottle and read the label, you know what I mean. A long list of unpronounceable ingredients, preservatives, and added sugars. It's no wonder so many people think ranch is a guilty pleasure, something to be avoided if you care about your health. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? We're making it fresh, vibrant, and healthy. Imagine a ranch dressing that's not just better for you, but actually tastes brighter and more alive than anything you've had from a bottle. It starts with real, whole ingredients. Nothing artificial, nothing you can't pronounce. The secret? Full-fat Greek yogurt. No low-fat nonsense. This is about real creaminess and flavor. Greek yogurt gives you that luscious, thick texture you crave, but with a boost of protein and probiotics that are actually good for your gut. It's a game changer, and you'll never look back. In a bowl, combine 1 cup of Greek yogurt with a splash of milk to reach your desired consistency. You can use any milk you like, whole, skim, or even a plant-based option if you prefer. The milk just loosens the yogurt a bit, making it pourable but still rich. Add 1 finely minced or grated garlic clove. Fresh garlic is key here. It brings a gentle heat and a punch of flavor that you just can't get from powder. If you love garlic, add a little extra. If you're sensitive, start with half a clove and taste as you go. Chop fresh parsley, chives, and dill, about a tablespoon each. Stir them in. These herbs are what make ranch, well, ranch. They add freshness, color, and that unmistakable herby aroma. Don't be afraid to use more if you love herbs, or swap in others like tarragon or basil for your own twist. Squeeze in fresh lemon juice for brightness. The acidity wakes up all the flavors and balances the richness of the yogurt. If you don't have lemon, a splash of apple cider vinegar works too. Season with salt, black pepper, and a touch of onion powder for depth. The onion powder gives that classic ranch flavor, while salt and pepper bring everything together. Taste as you go. Seasoning is personal, and you want it just right for you. Whisk it all together. You'll see beautiful flecks of green in a creamy base. The aroma will be fresh and inviting, and the texture should be smooth but not runny. This is the moment when it all comes together. Taste and adjust. More salt, lemon, or herbs as needed. This is your chance to make it perfect for your palate. Maybe you want it tangier, or with a little more herb punch. Don't be shy. This is homemade after all. Let it rest in the fridge for at least 30 minutes so the flavors meld. This step is crucial. The garlic softens, the herbs infuse, and the whole thing becomes more than the sum of its parts. If you have time, let it chill even longer for maximum flavor. After resting, stir and taste again. It should be creamy, tangy, and herby. The flavors will have deepened and the texture will be even silkier. This is the ranch dressing you've always wanted. This dressing is packed with protein, vitamins, and no preservatives. You're getting real nutrition from every spoonful, not just empty calories. It's a dressing you can feel good about, whether you're feeding yourself or your family. Use it on salads, as a dip, or in sandwiches. Super versatile. Try it with crisp veggies, roasted potatoes, or even as a spread for wraps and burgers. The possibilities are endless, and you'll find yourself reaching for it again and again. Store in an airtight container in the fridge for up to a week. It keeps beautifully, and the flavors continue to develop over time. Just give it a quick stir before using, and you're good to go. You've turned a nutritional nightmare into something genuinely good for you. No more mystery ingredients, no more guilt, just pure, delicious flavor that supports your health. This is smart, delicious cooking. No sacrifice, just better flavor. You're making something that's not only tastier, but also better for your body and your peace of mind. Be proud, clean your station. You've just elevated a classic, and your kitchen deserves to shine too. One more to go, the sweet and sharp masterpiece. We're about to take your salad game even further, with a vinaigrette that's as bold as it is balanced. Let's get on with it. Grab your ingredients, clear your mind, and get ready for the next flavor adventure. Your salads will never be the same. With this homemade ranch, you've set a new standard, one that's healthier, tastier, and absolutely brilliant. Last up, honey mustard. This is the dressing that brings together the best of both worlds, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tang, and a whole lot of flavor. If you've only ever had honey mustard from a squeeze bottle, you're in for a real treat. Homemade honey mustard is a revelation, fresh, vibrant, and so much more nuanced than anything you'll find on a store shelf. The perfect balance of sweet and tangy, but made right. It's glossy, golden, and just thick enough to cling to whatever you dip in it. This is the kind of dressing that makes you want to eat more salad, just for an excuse to have more of it. Start with 2 tablespoons each of Dijon and whole grain mustard in a bowl. The Dijon brings a smooth, sharp bite, while the whole grain adds texture and a rustic, hearty flavor. Using both gives your dressing depth and complexity, making every bite interesting. Add 3 tablespoons of good runny honey. Adjust to taste. The honey is what gives this dressing its signature sweetness, but it also helps mellow out the sharpness of the mustard. If you like it sweeter, add a little more. If you prefer it sharper, hold back just a touch. Pour in 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for that essential tang. Apple cider vinegar is bright and fruity, and it cuts through the richness of the honey and mustard, keeping the dressing lively and balanced. You could use white wine vinegar in a pinch, but apple cider really makes it sing. Whisk together until smooth and glossy. Take a moment to appreciate how the ingredients come together. The honey dissolves, the mustards blend, and the vinegar ties it all into a silky, golden base. This is the foundation of your dressing. Now, slowly drizzle in half a cup of neutral oil, like grapeseed or light olive oil, whisking constantly to emulsify. This step is key. Adding the oil gradually while whisking creates a creamy, stable emulsion that won't separate in the fridge. The dressing thickens and becomes luxuriously smooth. Taste as you go. Adjust with more honey, vinegar, salt, or pepper as needed. This is your moment to make it perfect for your palate. Want it a little brighter? Add a splash more vinegar? Need more sweetness? Another drizzle of honey. Don't forget a pinch of salt and a crack of black pepper to round out the flavors. This dressing is thick, golden, and packed with real flavor. No corn syrup, no chemicals. Just honest, simple ingredients you can pronounce. It's the kind of dressing that makes you proud to serve it to friends and family, knowing exactly what went into it. Use it on salads as a dip or as a glaze for meats and veggies. It's fantastic drizzled over a crisp chicken salad, as a dip for crunchy vegetables, or brushed onto grilled chicken or roasted carrots. The possibilities are endless. This is a true kitchen multitasker. Store in a jar in the fridge. It'll last at least a week. In fact, it often gets better as the flavors meld together. Just give it a quick stir before using, and you're good to go. The flavors get even better after a day. The sharpness of the mustard softens, the honey becomes more pronounced, and everything just tastes more harmonious. It's like the dressing matures overnight, ready to impress at your next meal. You've built a complex, balanced dressing in minutes. No fancy equipment, no hard-to-find ingredients. Just a bowl, a whisk, and a few pantry staples. It's proof that homemade is almost always better. No more bottled yellow goo. This is the real deal. Once you taste the difference, you'll never want to go back to the artificial stuff. Homemade honey mustard is brighter, fresher, and so much more satisfying. 3 dressings: vinaigrette, ranch, honey mustard, all fresh, all yours. You've just unlocked a new level of flavor for your salads, sandwiches, and snacks. Each one brings something unique to the table, and together, they cover all your bases. You're now armed and dangerous in the kitchen. With these dressings in your arsenal, you can whip up a delicious meal at a moment's notice. You've got the skills, the recipes, and the confidence to make every salad shine. Look at your creations. Vibrant, delicious, and real. These aren't just salads. They're a celebration of fresh ingredients and homemade flavor. Every bite is a reminder of what you can do with a little time and care. You've elevated your cooking and taken control. Well done. Let's wrap this up. You've got this. Remember, the best meals start with a great dressing. And now, you know exactly how to make them. There you have it. 3 stunning, life-changing dressings. No more excuses or bottled rubbish. You've seen how easy it is. Grab your ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. Transform your salads in minutes. Experiment, make them your own, and take pride in what you eat. Tell me in the comments, which dressing will you try first? Got your own favorite? Share it. Subscribe for more no-nonsense recipes. Now turn off the screen and get cooking. Until next time, keep your faith in God and make your food your medicine and your medicine your food. You got this.